Happy Friday, everyone. Um, I kind of wanted to reinforce what I was saying in the last video I posted, and that was the discussion about the artificial nature of the flow, the air currents that are coming from the Pacific Ocean. And I can't, I don't think you can get any more obvious than this. This is, in my opinion, a huge effort to keep the smoke away from the rest of the United States, keep it hovering over the West Coast, because I think that they probably see California residents as rats and are heavily fumigating the entire West Coast. If they could make it go down to Mexico, they probably would. But this is so clearly unnatural, it's not even funny. This is so blatant. The natural flow of the air currents that come from Asia would dip down, go up, and dip down again, and go left. Here we have a swirl that's been there for God knows how many days now. That is the most unnatural thing I've ever seen. And these swirls are not perfect little circular swirls. They're very jagged. Sometimes they develop jagged straight lines that have to be kind of coaxed into spinning. So it is definitely artificial. It is contrived. And I can tell that there's very heavy manipulation going on just because of the lines that just show up all over the ocean. This is so clearly weather modification, but just take a look at the bizarre figures that are forming with the air currents. I mean, you've got an unnatural reverse flow of air going back towards the Asian, towards the northern Pacific, which should be going this way. It should be going to the east, but it's instead flowing westward, creating almost like a boundary that looks utterly unnatural. Here you have a little swirl of degassing that is happening here, probably from the seafloor. And this is also being manipulated. This is also being dehydrated and stalled. And here also, there you could see just how much energy is being pushed westward. But whatever their efforts are, it's really causing the smoke from all of the fires to just to linger and to probably poison as many people on the West Coast as possible. And I don't know, I think it seems like they're trying to keep all of this toxic smoke, radioactive smoke, from reaching the East Coast where all the mafia live, Washington, D.C., Virginia, Pennsylvania, New York. So this is clearly unnatural. I mean, you could see the movement of the air currents. It's like little tiny waves of energy that are just being so horribly manipulated, artificial. This is completely contrary to what nature would do, and you can see it just by the straight lines and straight angles and strange little puffy things that come out of nowhere and then go in directions that are completely opposite within hours. And strange. Oh, this makes me sick. I just feel sick to my stomach. But if you have any opinions, or if you have anything that you can contribute that could explain this bizarre phenomenon, I'd love to hear it. But to me, it just seems so utterly man-made and very insidious and very malicious, because they're literally trying to fumigate the entire West Coast, in my opinion. So that's a bummer.